Guys, welcome back to RWM Finance, and today's topic is basically about why the poor stay poor. So here's an example. If you give a poor man $1,000 and ask him to return, he's going to return with like a new phone, a new piece of jewelry, something material, like a material good. Now if you give a rich man $1,000 and ask him to return, he's going to return with, say, $10,000, or he's at least going to return with more money in that instance or situation. And this is because what separates the rich and the poor is their mindset. All right? Each man thinks that they made the right decision, but their mindset is really what separates each one. So if you haven't subscribed, please scroll down and click that subscribe button for me, and we're just going to keep rolling and move right on into the topic. So there's a lot of deception nowadays because a lot of people look rich on, like, say, social media and stuff like that, but they are in fact not rich. The goal for everyone should be to become rich, right? I mean, we don't want to just look rich. We actually want to become rich, So here are some reasons why people will stay broke or poor. The first reason that people will end up staying broke or poor is that they ignore their debt. If you ignore your debt, then you are never going to allow yourself to become financially free. Second reason is they don't stick to a budget. If you don't stick to a budget, how are you supposed to keep track of your income and your expenses? I mean, there's no way for you to just keep track of it. That way you can understand where your money's going and how much you're spending and stuff like that. You don't allow yourself to understand that information and use it to your advantage. Third reason is they have no emergency fund. When you have no emergency fund, when times get tough, it's gonna hurt you an awful lot harder than if you did have an emergency fund. By having that fund, you can help to lessen the pain and the struggle with certain tough times, especially like the time that we're in right now with the coronavirus. The next one is they don't pay themselves first. If you don't pay yourself first and you let your expenses take the bulk or most of your paycheck or your income, then you will never be able to invest the amount that you need in order to become financially free or rich. The next one is it just sounds simple but stupid, but they spend more than they earn. How are you supposed to invest money for your future and try and become financially free if you spend more than you earn? What's the point of even making a paycheck then? If you're gonna just spend more than you earn, that's just dumb. There's no point in that. The next reason is that they buy liabilities and not assets. Whenever you buy liabilities, it's going to end up costing you a lot more than just that initial price that you spend, because liabilities take money out of your pocket. They don't put money into it, so that they end up costing you way more money than just what you originally paid for. The next reason people will stay poor is they don't separate their wants from their needs. Whenever you do this, you allow yourself to spend too much money on things that you don't even need. You just want them. And you're spending so much money on that you don't have any money left over to invest and to help better yourself for your future. You have to be able to separate your wants from your needs. And the last reason is that they invest in stuff and not themselves. If you don't invest in yourself, you will never learn and grow. Our learning should not stop whenever we are done with school, no matter what that time is. It could be college, it could be high school. I mean, you could drop out in high school. I mean, your learning should not stop once you're done with your school. Einstein didn't graduate with a high school education, and Bill Gates and Elon Musk, they all dropped out of college. So, your education and learning and growing, it doesn't stop whenever you're done with your schooling. That's whenever it really starts. That's whenever you should really pick up the books, hit courses, hit the videos, and start growing and learning and investing in yourself. Your education and investment in yourself doesn't have to come from a formal education. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to take classes in high school or anything like that. You can read books, you can watch videos, you can take courses online to develop yourself and invest in yourself. Bill Gates says that he reads over 50 books a year, And he says that reading is still his main source on how he learns new things and how he actually tests his understanding of stuff. Reading, he believes, is his greatest advantage. The greatest investment that you can make is to invest in yourself. Another reason that the poor will stay poor is that they listen to opinions and advice from people that are not living the life that they want to live. Okay, so whenever you want to learn something or want the best advice, you go to an expert in that field, don't you? I mean, that's what I would do. So you have to find someone that is living the lifestyle that you want to live. And then you need to ask them for advice if it's face-to-face, or you need to be taking in all the advice that you can, whether it's in like a video or something like that. There are plenty of people out there that are living magnificent lifestyles that post videos and helpful tips on how to do that stuff. They post things on all sorts of social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, there are videos and information out there galore. You just have to go and look. And if you don't want to go and look on the internet or something like that for a video, you could just be like Bill Gates and read books. That's a great source of information on how to develop and better yourself. And that's great information on how to live the lifestyle that you want to learn, or that you want to learn how to be able to do. You have to find someone who's living that type of lifestyle, and then you have to go and be a sponge. You have to be a sponge and absorb as much information, tips, anything that you can get into how to create that type of lifestyle for yourself. Another reason that the poor will stay poor is that they do not develop multiple streams of income. They only rely on one single source of income, and that is a large problem. Think about this. If your only source of income is your salary, then you're one step away from poverty. And I know that that's kind of scary, and I know that a lot of people had to take that step and they jumped into poverty due to this situation with the coronavirus. But they should not let this situation discourage them and make them upset or things like that. They should use this as a learning tool. They should use this to help jumpstart their new career after this is done, after all this is over. They should use this as a learning tool to help them understand that they need to develop another source of income. They can't strictly rely on their job, salary, or income, because with times like this, like what happened, a pandemic like this, you can't simply rely on one source of income. You have to be able to develop multiple streams of income, and that is why another reason why the poor will stay poor is that they only rely on one single source of income. So, as I stated at the beginning of this video, if you give a poor man $1,000 and ask him to return, he's going to come back with a new iPhone or a new piece of jewelry. Now, if you give a rich man $1,000, he's going to come back with $10,000. Both of these men believe that they made the correct choice. So the only thing that really separates them is their mindset. One thinks more materialistic, and one's only planning for Saturday night. That's the poor man. He only plans for Saturday night. That's as far as they think ahead. But the rich man, he doesn't believe in material aspects or material things. He's trying to better himself, and he's planning for 3 generations ahead. This is why we must change our mindsets if we want to get on the path of becoming rich and becoming financially free. Well guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please scroll down, give it a like, and subscribe, and just keep tuning in, because I really feel like that we can help some people out, and if I can help somebody out and then y'all can use that information and then spread it to others, then that's I feel like that really helps a lot of people out. So y'all keep tuning in, and I'll see y'all in the next video.